How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Seeing Things tonight. They can say their names and what they do in the band.
Hi to everybody. So my name is Joseph, and I'm playing bass guitar.
And my name is Martin, and I play guitar.
There we go, guys. Well, thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate it. We'll be able to talk about Soul Killer in just a second. If you haven't checked it out,
Totally.
links in the description, and go give it some love. So please go do it. Also, before I even start, want to give a massive shout outs to James, Savior Management. James and I have been working together for
Yes, totally.
as long as
Great
I
guy.
can, as long as I can remember, So big salutes to James. Love that dude.
Totally.
But I wanted to know, guys, I don't know too much about your band other than the song Soul Killer. So how did Seeing Things start out? How did you guys form? What is the origin story of the band?
I think Martin has more to say about that because I joined later in a band involvement. So
Yeah, like originally, first singles, neither me or Josef were in the band. So, like the first two singles, there was mainly Vojta, and like no one else from the original lineup is in the band
yeah,
except Vojta. So there were like two singles, and after that, we dropped EP last year. So
yeah.
that's in the new lineup.
I have the feeling that the first lineup of Seeing Things was like tryout of Vojtas, who's producing all the songs and who's the second guitar player. And not everything worked out well in that first lineup. And then we got together, and now I think it works really good.
That's good to hear. You never know, especially with bands changing lineups, it can be difficult. So I'm glad that you guys found the right people and are doing it, because I really enjoyed Soul Killer for not knowing about your band prior to James sending me the email. I was like, oh yeah, this seems interesting. I'll check it out. And I just did a reaction video for it. So by the time this comes out, the reaction video will already be out. So
Great.
I'll leave a link below.
Nice.
But for me, it was really interesting the way that you guys have incorporated like that sort of electronic sound within your music. I thought that there's this one section in the song that has almost this like sort of like trance, like EDM sort of feel to it, and I was very unexpected. I was like, I sat in my chair that I'm sitting in right now, and I was like, what? I'm like, are we listening to the same song? Like, did I change anything? And then you hit me with the breakdown. I was like, okay, we're still listening to the same song. So it was very interesting, and the way that you guys kind of formulate within the song itself was very interesting. So I got to give you guys a lot of kudos for that, because it was a fun ride from front to back, and I'm curious if that's going to be a part of Seeing Things going further. I'm excited to really get into the weeds a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for saying that, because that's all the techno stuff which we have in Soul Killer is basically the first step or what's coming this year, because we have a lot of stuff to we planned a lot of stuff. We have basically album done, and the whole album is full of heavy metal songs combined with techno music, and also there are jazz techno songs, and so me personally, I'm really curious how the fans will like it, because the EP before had kind of good success, I think. So yeah, it's something completely different than before.
Yeah, for sure.
Glad that you like it.
Yes, I think the one band that I feel like you guys were, at least in terms of familiarity, at least to me, You guys remind me a lot of one of my favorite bands, Void of Vision, where they like kind of include that sort of, again, that sort of techno and that sort of heavy, like sort of progressive metalcore, genty sort of stuff. Except for I feel like you guys lean a little bit more heavier into that techno direction, and I thought that was very
Yeah.
interesting. I'm sure you get that comparison a lot, so I don't want to be beating a dead horse here, but I've that was kind of like the first initial thought, and also like like older like Enter Shikari, that sort of vibe
Hmm.
where they kind of incorporate that, again, that strong sort of electronic sound into their music. That was to me, I was in the video. I was like, oh, I'm curious if they're gonna include that more, if they're gonna go even more out there with the techno stuff. So I'm sure James will be sending me the rest of the work, but uh,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very excited to see that. So I guess for you guys being kind of newer in the band, was that something that you guys had brought to seeing things, or was that kind of a collective amongst everybody to have more of that electronic focus within the music?
I think it was very collective
Okay.
decision, or a very collective. We kind of feel the same what we want to do and what's good. And yeah, I don't remember that we would have a fight that something which somebody did in a band would be, yeah, mate, hey, that's not what we want to do. So it's a collective work, but Martin here is doing a lot of demos and a lot of music, and Wojta then doing the final production, also doing the songs. And yeah, rest of us just add the bit of the spice which it needs, and I think that's the result of what we are
Yeah.
doing.
Like the previous EP was rather just heavy, and now we are gonna like fuse it more with the electronic elements.
Yeah. By the way, we get that comparison with Void of Vision a lot. And
I didn't mean
yes,
to
we
continue.
do. No, that's okay. We do love them.
Okay.
They are really kind of our heroes.
Okay, good.
So,
If you said you didn't like the comparison, then I completely
no, no,
cut
no,
that
no, no.
out.
No,
No, no, no, no. We like that comparison.
Okay,
It's
okay.
it's a compliment, I think.
Yeah, well, they're such an eclectic band, and I feel like very similarly to what you guys do.
Hmm.
It's very eclectic, but you guys find a way to make it work, and I like it. I thought it was sick. So for me, it was is a
Great.
a cool experience,
thank
and I
you.
hope if other people like that sort of stuff, then they're definitely gonna dig seeing things. Like another band I was thinking of was like Crossfaith was another one that I was like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
okay, kind of like Crossfaith, a little older Enter Shikari, some Void of Vision. Like if you put
Hmm.
those
Hmm.
all into a blender, that would be
Yeah,
sick.
we definitely don't want to be a ripoff of like Void of Vision or
You're not a
something.
ripoff.
So
I'll
good.
guys are they're not a ripoff. I just want to let you know they're
Okay,
not a
okay.
ripoff. Good stuff. It's very original in that sort of sense, but the influences I feel like are pretty apparent as well. So much salutes to Void
Yeah,
Division and all the other bands I mentioned because they're also great. Go check them out.
great.
But the next question I have for you guys is, what would be a song for a new listener to check out? Would you say it would be Soul Killer is the best example of like new music for you guys? For like a new listener to join.
I think so, yes, because like we said, the EP before is really focused on heavy metal listeners and fans of deathcore and Distant, or I don't know, maybe even Lorna Shore and stuff like that. The new way of the band will be like Soul Killer. So, and I think that's more open also to more. I don't want to say average listener, but
Okay.
like
Yeah.
yeah, to more people. It's open to more people. Yeah,
There was
that
not
would be
much like melodic stuff going on, so yeah.
Mhm.
And there were like maybe we had just one track before with clean singing, so yeah, we're gonna introduce more of that.
Mhm.
I feel like you really experimented on this song. I did see that you did a song with shout outs to the homie of the channel, Alan of Distant. Love Alan. Big salutes. Had him on many moons ago. Love that dude.
Hmm.
Um, but I when you said like the Lorna Shore, like the Distant, that sort of bands, that's what I had initially thought because I went through your YouTube and I was like listening to some
Hmm.
of the other songs, and I was like, oh, Alan's on this track. I was like, I like Alan. I'll give it a listen. And I was like, wow, this is totally different than Soul Killer. So for me, it was cool to hear what you guys were doing beforehand and then listening to Soul Killer and seeing like, okay, this is what they're going to be doing going further. I still think there is a lot of heavy aspects that you guys pull from that sort of deathcore and
Totally.
that sort of genre of music. Even in the sort of like more like electronic trancey parts, there are like that sort of deathcore like it just felt like the mix
Hmm.
on the song is like massive. There's just something about it that just it
Yeah.
just hits, you know? And that's
Yeah.
very similarly to deathcore as a whole. So I feel like they're while it might not be just like just blast beats all the time and having more of that sort of deathcore
Hmm.
styling, there still is elements of that in there. So if you are an older fan of seeing things, I would recommend giving Soul Killer a listen because I think there's still stuff within that that you'll like. And if you're a new fan, highly recommend
Yeah.
checking out Soul Killer.
Hopefully.
Did-
Yes. Yes.
how have older fans like that have listened to seeing things? How has that response been to you guys?
You mean on Soul Killer or before?
Well, so like you had mentioned that the sound had changed prior to
Mhm.
Soul Killer. So do you feel like the older fans that have been with the band for a while, what did they think about Soul Killer?
Um, I hope they liked it. We got mostly positive comments,
Oh, nice.
so
Okay.
I think yeah, they like it. And what we are trying to do also on the old like records is that the sound is supposed to hit you in the face, like with all the breakdowns, with all the heavy parts. And I think in Soul Killer, it's even more visible now because of the cleans and because of the more dynamics in the song. So yeah, I think it's definitely for also heavy metal listeners. And like I said, we got a great response for that. So it has been amazing. From, for example, Bogdan Poniuk, who's hardcore on
Yes. Yeah.
YouTube. He loved the song, and that made us so happy because we love to watch his videos. And yeah,
He
so
is
yeah,
he is great.
I think they liked it.
That's
Yeah,
that's good to hear because shout outs to Bogdan. He's great. He does
yeah,
great content.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like with you guys, like it was cool to experience Soul Killer and not have the older sound. Like it was nice to go back and listen to some of the older stuff because I
yeah.
think that you can kind of hear what you guys came from in terms of that more deathcore sound and then the way that
Totally.
you guys kind of did the 180 and had more like metalcore, more progressiveness, more electronics within the music and that I think shows off more of the creativity of the band and what you guys are able to create going further. So I'm excited personally. I really enjoyed the song. So not to chill, it was great. Two thumbs up. You know,
Thank
I
you.
I really loved it.
No.
So I'm
Thank you.
very excited to see what you guys have coming up next, and I will, be keeping an eye out on social media, see what you have coming up next. But the next question I have
Uh,
for you. Oh, go ahead, Joseph.
yeah, I just wanted to add that it's very nice what you're saying, and that I really appreciate how our production team works, and that our production team is very skilled. And by production team, I mean Vojta, our guitar player, and Martin, who's also our guitar player, because you can hear their work also on Aviana Records, for example, from Sweden, or Distant.
Yeah.
And when bands like this choose guys from Middle Europe and let them work on their songs, that's really, really cool. And yeah, so we are trying to put the best out of it in seeing things and make our new thing. Sorry. I interrupt your question.
Oh, no, no, this is good. It's cool to hear, again, finding out about your band so recently and to already like be in love with what you guys are doing already, I think is such a cool thing. And I think it just again shows me that there's so many great bands out there that I hope get enough love, so I hope that people go check out Seeing Things, links in the description. You already know. Go check them
Yeah,
out.
go check us out.
They need to tour the States, guys. Come on. Distance here. Like, come on. Let's go. Let's make it happen
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
year.
we would love to do that. If it would be just a bit easier with all the traveling and visas and stuff like that. Yeah, totally.
There we go.
Tomorrow.
That's our goal. Our goal, guys. Let's do it. The next question I have for you guys is who were some of your influences who got you started out making music and being a musician?
I think Martin can say a lot about that.
Well, for me, like I started on metal, so I started with Metallica, and then like different kind of metal, like Children of Bodom and stuff like this. So that's like my origin, and then
Yeah.
I transitioned to metalcore. So like
If for me it was the same. I listened a lot of. I love Children of Bodom, and also Metallica and Megadeth and basically all the American metal. I love that, and also Sweden metal. And recently the transition was big to the modern influenced metal bands, modern metalcore in like Northlane. Northlane for me personally is like my most favorite band. Yeah, Sleep Token.
Oh,
We talked
yeah.
about Sleep Token and their new album and their new songs which they released. They are just crazy. I love them to death. Periphery, for example, prog metal. It was also a huge part in my life. And then for the band, for Seeing
Ooh.
Things is definitely dark meta or great band Diamond Construct from Australia.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they are great. Also, guys, we are from Czech Republic, from small country in middle of Europe, and Diamond Construct should have played a show here with Bladia. I think
What?
Blood Youth. Yeah, and we were supposed to do the opening for the show, and we were so looking forward to it. But then, unfortunately, they had to cancel the show,
Oh.
and
they
because
canceled the tour.
Yeah, they canceled the whole tour, and that made us really sad. So,
Diamond Construct, go back to the Czech Republic. That'd be.
Yeah, totally.
For sure.
And please, let's just do a show together because. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome. And that was another band I forgot to mention, North Lane. You guys definitely have like some influence of North Lane as well. Another great band. So excited, not to rub it in, Joseph, but tomorrow they're playing where I live in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia.
really?
So I'm gonna see them tomorrow. So I'm very excited.
Wow, nice.
I'll make sure to send you a video.
I follow.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I follow Josh on Instagram, the guitar player from North Lane, and he's like always posting where they are and how they are on tour right now in USA. And I was like, oh wow, I just wish I could see that. That's awesome. Yeah,
I'm very excited
because I'm not. Oh, have they been in Prague last year or something? Yeah, I think they were here too, but I couldn't make it, and it's
hopefully next time.
Sad.
I know I'm pretty sure they just did a tour with Sleep Token in Europe, I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
they did. But that was not in Czech Republic.
Oh yeah, they were just in Great Britain and Germany, and
bands need to go to Czech Republic. That's where it's at.
Totally. Prague is awesome. Prague is awesome city for bands, and North Lane has a huge fan base here, and also Sleep Token. I think the show would be great here.
Let's go. Let's go, guys. I don't know what you got to do.
Yes.
Let's make it happen. That'd be really sick. Did you guys see the Era? It was like Era, Silent Planet. Did that come through your area at all, or no?
I was not there. That was like last week.
Right. Yeah, they was here this week. I think it was 2 days or 3 days ago. They played in Prague. Yeah. Wait, I was there. Most of half of our band was there, I think.
Oh,
I'm
very
not
sick.
sure if. Yeah.
That's awesome. Salutes
So
my
that's cool.
my good buddy Dave
Yeah,
and Chris and Danny. They're all in the band Sentinels, which is the opener for the tour.
Oh yeah.
So
oh, nice.
salutes to them.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
Yeah. They're
Yeah, the
great.
same day there
Great. We
was
know them.
like Ocean Grove gig as well. So it was both in one day, and our singer went to like Ocean Grove, and Voit, our guitarist, went to the Era gigs.
Era and Silent
They
Planet.
split it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know Ocean Grove? Ocean
I've heard
Grove.
of,
Do you know them?
I've heard of Ocean Grove. They're great.
Yeah, that's next band which we really love and which like we are also inspired by. So. Also from Australia, we kind of like Australian bands.
So do I. I love Australia. Shout out to Australia, killing it.
Yeah.
The next question I have for you guys is, what are you guys listening to more currently? What's on the Spotify? What are you guys listening to lately?
For me, it's Northline a lot, and then I'm a musician, so now I'm listening a lot of musicals because I have to learn them. But for my job, but in when I'm trying to enjoy something, I'm listening a lot of jazz music and then electronics. And of course, I'm listening a lot of metal, and if it's metal, now the new album of Periphery is kind of
Ooh.
I like it. Like I said, Sleep Token and the Ocean Grove. I'm listening to them a lot right now. So yeah, but mostly jazz. When I'm really into soft chill out music in the evening.
I feel it's a nice like lo-fi. I got you.
Yeah, lo-fi beats exactly.
Martin, what do you got?
Yeah, for me, Wage War for sure.
Ooh, nice. All right.
We even saw them like on their European tour. It was recently, I think, like a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Battlements as well. Yeah, I love the latest release. Yeah, it's great.
I feel like I didn't really listen to that album. I have to go back, and that's on my list of albums to check out. But everybody has been raving about that album, so I'll have to give it a listen.
Yeah, it's great.
All right.
Oh, and you Invent Anime, they are
Yes.
also then you love it.
I'm so excited for that. That's coming out this week, so I'm be giving that a listen once it comes out. So
yeah, I will spin it a lot. I'm not sure about that.
I've loved all of the singles, so I feel like this may be album of the year, on the list of albums of the year already, which is we're only in March already, so it's kind of nuts.
Hopefully, yeah.
Great picks. I love it. I actually love the most current Wage War album. I thought that was really fantastic. The Manic. It was so good. Always will be a Blueprints guy. That's like, heart and soul. But Manic is a very close second, I'd say, for me at least. All right, guys.
It's so well written. Like the riffs are really simple, but really good. Yeah.
Well, I think
crazy how good it is.
I think their writing has just gotten better, like over the years. Like they're just the hooks get a little bit stronger, the breakdowns get a little bit more heavy. Like there's just something about it that everything all around is just great.
Yeah,
so
it's so well written. Yeah.
Wage War, collaborate with Seeing Things. That'd be really sick. Just saying, that'd be awesome. Take them on tour.
And I have to say, I'm also enjoying the new Eskimo Callboy songs. It's very funny, the whole thing. It's completely something different from what we are doing, but I have to say I'm really enjoying that. Like all the text and all the fun behind it.
They're a great band. I'm so excited to see them because they're finally going to be playing the States a little later this year. So I'm very excited. They haven't announced support yet. So, Electric Callboy, you should take Seeing Things on the US tour. Just saying,
let's do
I'm
it.
going to send my petition now. let's we still it's March now, so there's plenty of time to draft that up for them to get visas. Come on,
Okay.
I'm
That
just
would be
saying,
crazy. Yeah.
let's go. Electric Callboy. I know you're big
Okay.
supporters of the channel, so that'd be really sick, if you could do that. I'd appreciate it as a
Yeah,
fan.
let's do it.
So I don't know who.
Okay.
James, you got it. James, come on. You can work your magic.
Let's do it, James.
Just do it. It'd be sick. They didn't have an
Maybe
announced
next
support.
year.
Yeah, they haven't announced the support yet. So I mean, you still got time. You could do it. Put your submission in.
Totally.
Let's do it. That would be sick, though. James would be manager of the year if that happens. I think.
Oh, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Yeah.
James, see, if you want to win manager of the year, come on, man, let's do it. Come on, let's do it. I got faith. I know you can do it. I believe in you.
Yes, totally.
He's gonna be so stressed after this. The next question I have for you guys is, if you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Okay. Yeah, I know. It would be from the new Skrillex album.
Ooh.
It's called Ratata, I think, or something similar.
I think you might be right. Let me take a look.
Yeah, Ratata. That's if I should do a cover of something, it would be that.
Respect. I like that.
Totally.
Yeah, we actually want to do like the cover of the Blade movie main theme.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Vojta's idea that we will cover it. So yeah, maybe that will happen. We are, on the new stuff, we are using loads of like these acid sounds. It's acid techno. So yeah.
All right. Was not expecting that. That's cool. I like that. That's neat. Guys, if you have any other suggestions for seeing things, drop them in the comments. Let us know what song you would love to hear them cover. That Skrillex one's really good.
That's very good. That's very good idea. And because actually I think we'll do some covers in the future. So yeah. We take any suggestions.
There we go. See, make sure they're gonna take any you heard that, any suggestion in the comments. I just want to point that out. Any suggestion. If they did like an Electric Callboy song and then they like went on tour with them, then they could like do that live. Just saying. I'm not
exactly.
I'm just an interviewer. The next question I have for you guys is another fun one. What is your favorite food to eat?
Definitely good burger. That's good burger or steak. I always can eat that. Yeah, baked potatoes or fries or yeah. For me, definitely that.
Love it.
With beer, of course.
It makes
for
it better.
me the same, I think. Yeah. Burgers are great, man.
Yeah, it's not original, I know, but hey, it's just good, And we have really the best beer in the world. Germans can say they have the best beer. It's not true. Czech Republic has the best beer in the world. So.
Oh man. I'm gonna start a war here.
No, I've been in Germany and their beer is good, but sorry, it's not good. That good.
It's not as good as Czech Republic beer.
Oh, okay. Now we lost like a lot of listeners from Germany, I think.
All the Germans watching this are gonna be like, "Oh, are you serious, man? I can't believe this."
Oh,
never gonna check seeing things out now. Yeah.
Yeah. You cannot say that.
You cannot. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guys, don't hate seeing things. I don't drink, so I have no horse in this race at all. So I can't really say which one's better, but if you're from Germany, give us your best German beer, and if you're from Czech Republic, give us all your favorite beer, your best beer, and somebody tell me which one's better. I have no idea.
Totally.
Joseph says Czech beer's the best, so I'm gonna have to believe him, as someone who doesn't drink.
That. I'm very sorry.
I'm gonna need to know from a German's perspective, is Czech beer better? So now, let us know down below. We'd love to know.
Totally.
The next question I have for you guys is, if you guys could pick somebody to collaborate with on an up and coming Seeing Things song, who would you love to work with?
We would like to maybe collaborate with someone like from the EDM scene or with
Oh,
some
okay.
like techno song or something would be great.
Yeah,
Uh,
we are trying to reach out some techno artists and EDM artists to collaborate on a song. We will love that.
Ooh,
We would
okay.
also like to have an opinion about how to on the sound from somebody who's doing that for a longer time than us. And yeah, so that would be very cool.
That would be
And
very interesting.
of course, Marcus from North Lane, if he would wanna, we couldn't say no to that. So.
I'll ask him tomorrow when I see him.
yeah.
Oh yes, please do that. Yes.
I'll be like, "Hey, Mark."
Hey Marcus,
Hey,
there's this
Marcus.
badge, and
I know we've been friends for such a long time. That would
We'll send you
if I
credit, you
do
can
see
record it with him.
Marcus, I'll let him know. I'll be like, you
Yeah.
should check this band out, Seeing Things. Great band.
Yes, please.
To be great.
That would be really interesting. I really would like to know what would he say to the music, or what if he would like it, or would he like, hey guys, you're just but no.
No.
I don't feel like he would say that. He's a very nice guy, you know.
Hopefully not.
Marcus, you know. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. You
Yes.
already know. We'll catch it
Please,
up.
yeah.
You know, so check out Seeing Things. If you're watching this, Marcus, you know, check out Seeing Things. Great band.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, yes, please.
North Lane and Seeing Things. That's just you know, they just go hand in hand
Yeah.
together. So,
Totally.
I will mention it to him tomorrow though. It's how
Great.
no joke. James is gonna be so hyped right now. I can hear him screaming. He's gonna be so excited. But
Hope
yeah,
so.
no, I feel like that would be a great collaboration. I love Marcus's voice. I've been a fan of his for even before he was in North Lane. So
Mhm.
I've been pretty familiar with his music for a long time. And I think he's a great fit for North Lane. So very excited to see them with Marcus. I think I have seen him like once before with Marcus, but I don't know if he
Mhm.
was like maybe under the weather or something. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, he's healthy
Mhm.
tomorrow, you know, so we'll see what happens. But that'd be a
Like
really sick
all the
collaboration.
records, all the live record sounds so sick. It's like no wrong notes. They're great.
All
Like
right.
if it's not pitched or something, it's really perfect. So well, enjoy the show. Kind of a jealous that, that you can.
I'll make sure to
that.
tell Marcus. I'll be like, listen, my buddy Joseph, he's in this band Seeing Things. He really loves you guys. Can we like do a
Yeah,
collaboration?
totally.
You know, and he's gonna be like, "Who the fuck are
Oh.
you? I don't know who you are." And then I'm be like, "You're right. Sorry for
Yeah,
asking."
let's do it. I don't know who you are, but
I'd be
let's do
sick.
it. That would be
Listen,
the best thing. Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take
Right.
it. But that would be very cool. Guys, listen, if you want to hear just the most insane collaboration ever of all time, what you have to do is you have to go onto Twitter and you tag Seeing Things, and then you also tag North Lane, and then you say collaboration, and then they'll release the song. And then after that, then we'll make the same post, but then we'll say who can do the best EDM remix of this song. Then you tag your favorite EDM producer, which is, you know, obviously Skrillex, you know, since he's back. So we'll tag Skrillex in that, and then he'll do an EDM banger of that song. So listen, I'm telling you, this is the start, you know. So I just want to,
Okay.
you know, I just want to put it out there, you know, into the universe, you know, North Lane, Skrillex, Seeing Things, you know, the trifecta. So I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
we should start to be more active on Twitter, maybe.
I'm
For
gonna,
that.
I'm definitely gonna tweet that right now, you know, so he knows what's going on
Okay,
right now in
let's
this
do
very
it.
moment here. So I'm gonna tag.
Oh,
I'm actually doing
you're
it.
really doing that.
Oh,
Okay.
listen, Joseph. I know you don't know me for very long, but I'm a man of my words, so I'm gonna do it while we're talking here.
Okay.
Is it Seeing Things on Twitter?
Yeah, Seeing Things
Uh,
sees that, I think.
Okay,
Totally. We're on Twitter.
I'm gonna have to take a look. Well, while I'm looking, guys, the next question I have for you is: if there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be?
For me, drums probably. Yeah, it would be cool.
I
Mm.
like that.
For me, guitar. For me, guitar. I am the type of the bass player who's playing a bass. I think on okay level, but my guitar playing sucks, and I would like to make it much better to write better demos and to yeah. So guitar for me definitely,
There we go.
and also drums, and also singing. Yeah, also singing
Yeah,
would be
singing
very
would be
cool
cool.
to have.
Just all of it. It'll all be
And
great.
yeah,
Everything.
Oh my god, this is
totally. Yeah,
all right. Well,
all of it.
I'm actually gonna make the tweet now. But guys, the next question I have for you is my personal favorite. I'm a huge nerd, so I love asking this question. If you guys could be a video game character, who would you be?
I want to say the V from Cyberpunk because also our band is
Yeah.
heavily inspired by Cyberpunk
Yeah,
2077. I hope, yeah, I think you know the game.
I
But
do.
then I realized that he's kind of dying in that game, so that's not cool. And I have to say my character in
Spoilers.
Stardew Valley. Because do you know Stardew Valley is that
Oh
like
yeah.
indie game? Yeah, so living in that city, I think I could do that. That could be that could be okay. But otherwise, yeah, if I would want to go for the adventure, it would be me from Cyberpunk, or recently the character from Hogwarts Legacy. I also enjoyed that game. So
Ooh, nice. All right, all right. Martin, do you have one?
yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure, man. I didn't play anything for a while, so
You're lying. You're playing all the time something.
I played God of War. Yeah, like last game that I played.
Oh yeah.
Martin's got
But
the
like
being-
Martin's got the
last
God
year
of
I
War
didn't.
like facial hair, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
He's very, you know, he dressed up the part, you know, today. You know,
Yeah.
he's looking very God of War-esque today. I love it.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
That's his style.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, guys, I just tweeted it, so now there we go.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm not. I'm not joking around here. We'll get into the next question,
Oh
guys.
yeah, you really did. I just
Yeah.
wanted to
See, look,
put it in the
I
camera.
don't.
Yeah. It's there.
I don't lie, guys. I'm telling
maybe.
you. I tweet it. It's not a joke to
Okay,
me.
let's do it. Mate, if it will work out, that'll be wow, huge.
If that happens, I would be so stoked.
Yeah, we'll pay you
You'll be
the
tracked for
travel
the
to
year.
Europe.
You don't have to pay me shit. I don't care. I would have been stoked to make it happen. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
totally.
The next
Okay.
question I have for you guys is, you know, what would be your dream tour if Seeing Things was to go on a dream tour? Who would you love to take out with you?
Yeah, we.
Diamond. Yeah,
but
Martin can talk about that because I
Yeah.
think he
I
thought
think
about
that
it
it will
already.
be North Lane headlining,
Perfect.
obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah, Voito Vision, Diamond Construct. Yeah, that would be
All the
great.
bands we named.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'd be the Czech.
And
It'd be the Czech Australia tour.
Yeah, that would be great. And I would also take friends from AB Falls because they're hilarious and there is a lot of fun with them. So I would love to have them also on the tour.
Yeah, for sure.
That sounds like a great lineup. Guys, listen, you can go buy pre-sale tickets right now. They're touring with North Lane. They're doing a sick track with Marcus right now. You know,
With Skrillex.
this is and Skrillex,
And with
man.
Skrillex.
Yeah, I can't forget about him. You know, he's a great up and coming EDM producer. So love to see
Yeah.
it. You know, really supporting the local scene out here. So yeah, guys, you know, listen. I'm just getting Seeing Things on at the ground level here, and they're just, you know, going to be the biggest band you know of next. So just saying, you know, I'm calling it first.
Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully.
we are trying to go for it.
I
not
mean,
not
listen,
sure if
you're working with North Lane now, so I mean that's awesome. You know.
that's true. We are going on a tour with them, so we have to have yeah. But
This
I'm
is.
not sure if we can go into Germany right now after what I said about the beer. So
I think they'll still let you in.
yeah,
They just may not buy you a beer. You know.
yeah, that's true.
There we go. The next question I have for you guys is, in terms of the bands you've seen, who puts on a great live performance?
For me, it was Betraying the Martyrs from
Oh,
France.
yeah.
They were great. Distant, definitely. Lately, one of the best shows I've seen were Distant. Like they're crazy, and I smiled the whole time like this because there was a breakdown after breakdown, and it was so heavy and so good, and their movement, their stage presence was great. And wow, I saw a lot of bands, and I know I will regret that I didn't say something, but oh, Crystal Lake, their
Oh,
show, like that was something else. I enjoy that. Like, not, yeah, that was probably the best show I've seen. That was crazy. The guys have running around the stage. The drummer is killing it there, like nobody I've ever seen before. Um, they are awesome. What a pity that the lead singer left the band because he was also great. But of course, he had, I think, mental issues, which I totally get had to be terrible for, especially for the lead singer. So yeah, Crystal Lake, definitely one of the best shows I've seen.
can't agree.
Yeah.
Martin, what
For
do you
me,
got?
probably Wage War and Alpha Wolf as well. It was a great show. They were
Oh,
there with Polaris and a bunch of other bands.
that's a
Yeah.
great tour. Alpha Wolf, I'm also seeing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So North Lane
Well,
and
Oh,
I'm not trying to rub it in. I just you guys get
they
some
are
great tours
supporting North
too.
Lane.
Yeah, it's
Or
it's
yeah.
Kingdom of Giants, um, Kingdom of Giants, Alpha Wolf, North Lane, and Fit for a King is headlining the tour. So
okay, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, Fit for a King, also good.
They're a great band.
Also awesome band.
Very excited to see them,
Totally.
especially with their new stuff.
Wow,
That new
man,
album is
enjoy
great.
it.
I'll,
Enjoy it.
listen.
For us, also,
I'll make sure to. I'll
please.
make sure to just message Marcus. I'll be like, please, can you do me a favor? Just check them out.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Or
Yeah.
I'll send it to Josh. I'll just be like, Josh, listen, we talk about how much we love you in this interview. Can you check it out? Thank you.
Please. Yeah.
Please take us on tour. So very excited. Shout outs to North Lane. Love their stuff.
Yeah.
The next
Yes.
question I have for you guys is, what is your favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Mm-hmm.
TV show.
Recently, for me, Mandalorian right now is very cool show, which I'm really enjoying to watch. Um,
The Last of Us is great. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
The Last of Us. And if you want to know more about history of not only Czech Republic but more of the Eastern Bloc, the series Chernobyl is like one of the best things I've ever seen, and it was super deep,
Yeah, that's great.
super horrible to see. But I think people should watch that
Sure. Yeah.
for many reasons, and also because of what is happening now in Ukraine, it's touching us a lot
No.
in Czech Republic, and yeah, so Chernobyl is one of the things why. Yeah, I think people should watch that. And in terms of movies, I once a year at least I have to watch Lord of the Rings series because I also think there is a huge thing behind it, like huge message, even though it's a fantasy. So yeah, for me it's that.
Martin, what do you got?
Movies, I don't know. Don't know what I saw recently. Yeah, I'm watching rather like the series like The Last of Us. Yeah, it's great. And I don't know, movies. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Martin is usually practicing guitar and doing demos.
Yeah, that's
so
all I
he's busy with that and not with not with movies.
He's too busy writing the riffs, so
Yeah, totally.
kudos to
Well,
Martin. Salutes to Martin, man. Workhorse. We love it. I love it.
Great. Yeah, exactly.
Go give some love to Martin in the comments. Let Martin know he's a hard worker down below.
Yeah.
The next question I have for you guys: if you were trapped on a desert island for a month and there was one album you could bring with you to listen to, what album would it be?
Oh, one album. I don't think I could do one album. And I think I would hate it. It would be something. It would be something very long because on long albums, a lot of stuff is happening. So, I really want to say something, but I really don't know what. Like, first thing which came to my mind was Pliny, the guitar player.
Yeah.
Because he's very chilled out. There is also some heavy parts. It's not too deep. It's not not deep in a way that you would want to cry after you listen to it. But it's also very chilled out and it's very smart music. So yeah, maybe something like that. But I don't think I could. Yeah, maybe Martin has something I have to think about it more.
I really loved the A Quiet Place to Die album from Alphaville, so that would be for me. I jumped that a lot.
I feel that. I love Martin's answer because I have been listening to that.
Yeah.
I have been listening to that for at least a month now. When I go to the gym, I put that album on.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so
Gym music.
Gym music, 100%. Yeah. I pick my Planet Fitness up and
So and I have another pick. I would probably take Bring Me the Horizon. That's the Spirit or Sempiternal, one of those albums. Yeah.
Those are
because
great.
That's I never get tired of it. So maybe that.
Those are great. Those are great albums. I feel like I found out about Bring Me in the Suicide Season, era, which great. Count Your Blessings is also a great era of Bring Me the Horizon, but they have transcended the deathcore and made it into more mainstream music. So salutes to them. They're doing great. Kind of similarly to your guys' journey, where you guys were doing more deathcore and now you're more moving into that progressive metalcore sort of territory. So,
that's
just
true.
saying. Bring Me the Horizon, also thanks for watching, go check out Seeing Things, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, let's work on something.
Just shouting out all the bands right now.
we are already working with Northlane, please.
Are you tweeting again?
Yeah, No,
I follow up tweet that one. I'm just like, wow, he did this great track with Northlane. It'd be really sick if they also collaborated.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Yeah, exactly. They all follow each other, so it's great. The last thing, guys, is a question I've been asking more recently. I love interviewing bands. This is very much a passion of mine. And I love asking these questions to musicians. Why do you make music? Why is that important to you? You could be doing anything else with your time. So, why is creating music with Seeing Things or just in general important to you guys?
For me, it's probably the songwriting. Yeah, I really enjoy that. The creating the music. I like playing live shows as well, but the songwriting part is main for me. Yeah.
I have it similar, but for me, is doing music something which I'm doing for like the biggest part of my life, and um, like playing live shows, being in a band, having my instrument in my hands and playing. I don't think I could do anything else. It's just it feels so natural. It's what I do. Yeah. So that's it. I couldn't be without it. It's all the things around watching people going crazy on live shows. Lock in with a drummer when we play with Patrick, he's a very good drummer of ours, and he's studying right now in Britain. Um, Drums, of course, but playing drums. And so playing with him and lock in with him as on bass, that's great feeling. Um, yeah, and then of course being with the guys, write songs, having fun, eat burgers and drink beer. That's the whole
Check beer.
thing.
Check beer.
Yeah,
Mario's got.
yeah, of course, like that's obvious. But the whole package is it's just great. If you don't want to get bored ever, just do music, start a band, and have fun because it's worth it. Totally.
I would agree. You know, I have fun doing these interviews, and I have fun interviewing bands that literally live in another country. So much salutes
Yeah.
to both Joseph and Mariam for coming on, because I imagine it's very late where they're at. So much love to them for coming on. But you know, like I said, I've been really enjoying seeing things. I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing next. So if you are excited, just like I'm excited for this, guys, tell them where they can find Seeing Things at, what you guys have coming up in the next couple months, and anything else you want to plug.
Yeah, okay. So you can find us on Instagram as Seeing Things Official, or our Facebook page, Seeing Things. And check out our music on Spotify or Apple Music, or basically every streaming platform you're using, because we are trying to be everywhere. And you can look forward for a new single very soon, and you can looking forward hopefully this year for a new album which will be called Blood Brave, and it'll be full of techno, metalcore, metal, crazy shit. It's yeah, just there will be a lot you can looking forward to. It will be hopefully it will be something new, a bit different approach than the traditional approach of metalcore bands. And yeah, so please check us out. It means a lot to us, all the kind words also from you, Brandon. So
Oh,
yeah.
much love.
Yeah, thank you a lot for having us.
Yeah.
No problem, guys. Well, listen, I love Seeing Things, so please go give them some love. They also have a new single in the works with North Lane, you know, so I'm just saying, you heard it here first. So,
Skrillex.
and Skrillex,
Yeah.
can't forget, you know, I keep forgetting Skrillex, but he's such a, you know, such a mainstay, you know, so big salutes
Yeah.
to Skrillex as well for, you know, doing the collaboration as well. Guys, listen, if you want to make that happen, you retweet it. So, you know, so North Lane
Yeah.
sees it.
Yeah, we are
I'm
right.
gonna ask Marcus tomorrow, and I think that's a pretty much done deal. So,
Yeah.
very excited,
Mhm.
very excited to help out James. He's my guy. Love having his bands on, and he's always got some great bands. Much love to Seeing Things. Check the links in the description. Seriously, Soul Killer, 10 out of 10. It's a great track. If you love like electronic music and you love progressive metalcore, and you've always wondered, man, I wonder what they sound like together, this is a song. So
Yeah.
go give it some love. It is great. And I loved every minute of it. So you should go give it some love. And if you enjoyed this interview, share, like, and subscribe. Goes a long way and it helps out me. So it'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
And huge thanks to Joseph and Martin for coming on. It was a blast.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
for great questions and nice evening. Yeah.